Hello, 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 loved ones. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for taking the time. Please hit that like button. Tonight, I would like to say RIP to Jane Warfield. Jane Warfield is the woman who was killed 2 hours after outing a business associate on Facebook. She walked into their home, or actually, she was at their home earlier in the day doing a business deal. She said that she left her cell phone there. She returned, knocked on the door, she said. Nobody answered. So then she took it upon herself to turn the doorknob and then enter the home and caught this man having sex with another man. She said that she didn't know who the other man was. She then decided that she was going to extort them for $5,000 to keep her silence. See, to me, Jane had this all fucked up from the beginning, because Jane should have been offering them some money, okay? Because you entered someone's home without their permission. You weren't invited. What made you think that that was okay? You know, there were some basic rules growing up. It's like, what happens in your house stays in your house. You mind your business. Nowadays, we feel like we have the right to tell people what they should be doing. And if we don't approve and we don't agree, then we can, just impose our thoughts on them and expect them to do what we say. I had an incident myself last week. Somebody told me that I needed to be doing something, and I'm thinking to myself, bitch, what about all the things that you need to be doing? I'm not even going to get into it, but girl, you need to look around you and really take stock in your own life. But people don't do that. So this woman decided that if they didn't pay her this $5,000, she was going to tell on them. Now, she said when she was leaving their home, they were trying to kill her. I don't know why she took that so lightly. Like, she went online and she was like, yeah, they were trying to kill me, but I told them if they don't have this $5,000, then I'm going to put them on Facebook. And so they didn't give her the $5,000, and she actually did post the man and put a little note over his picture, a little tag on his picture. And the thing about the media is reporting her as a homophobic person. They're saying that in the articles, because those negative gay slurs will not be tolerated. It's a bunch of negativity. And that's the thing, when you live in a certain hood and you come up in a certain environment and you don't expose yourself to other people, you will believe what they believe and you will think how they think. To me, gay is a sexuality. And do you. It's none of my business. I mind my business. It's very important in life to mind your business. Focus on yourself and what you need to be doing, because I don't understand why Jane didn't know that she was out of line for opening that door. That was the catalyst to everything. All Jane had to do was get back in her car and go back across town to see that dude later on in the day, catch him on the road. I don't know. But basically, she died over $5,000, okay? $5,000 is the value that she placed on her own life, because she knew they was gonna kill her. She said, what they call themselves, Hallville. Hallville ain't to be effed with, okay? Real talk. Hallville kept it 1,000. They said they was gonna do whatever they were gonna do. Who knows if Jane had other enemies and they took that opportunity? But it just all fell into line. Boom, boom, boom. The timeline is bam, bam, bam. So it's gonna be interesting to see, once they see cell phones and all kind of nonsense, who really did it, if they ever catch a person. Because this is hood shit. This is real. See, a lot of people underestimate people. I don't know why people do not really believe that someone will kill your ass, for real. Like, this is not a game. Your life is worth more than $5,000. Your life is worth more than a parking space, an argument. Yeah, And believe me, I'm a hot-headed person myself, but I have to remember, you got to ask yourself in the heat of the moment, do I want to die for this? Did Jane have any friends? Did anyone try to stop Jane from doing this bullshit, is what I want to know. Or was she just hell-bent on doing this? Was Jane a little crazy? I would be curious. I really actually want to know more about Jane, to be honest with you. I'm intrigued by Jane. But it was just crazy how this all went down, and she knew it, and she said it, and she went along with it anyway. We all have to take that as a learning lesson, because that happened so quick. I mean, it's right there. It's documented. You see it. It is what it is. There is no question. Jane is dead. And did y'all see her car? She drove a bright yellow Mustang. So it wasn't like Jane was going to be hiding from anybody in that car. It wasn't like she was not easy to spot. I've never seen a yellow Mustang, ever. So I'm sure there weren't many around. She probably had it custom. She said that she sold tires. I heard that. I caught that little part in her video. You know, but I'm just curious. Did anybody around her say, Jane, don't do that? That's some bullshit. Stop, Jane. Jane, go on the run. Value your life. This was just a horrible, horrible decision going wrong. But I don't know Jane. But what was the thought process in this? Like, how did Jane not accept responsibility of the fact that you entered their home uninvited? You were wrong. Whatever they was doing in that room behind closed doors, you were not invited. They didn't know you were coming. You opened their door and actually let yourself in. Like, you didn't open the door and say, yo, Mike. You just opened the door and walked in. I don't know. Somebody in the comments said Jane was upset because he didn't want her, because Jane also said that, you know, he had licked her box before. You know, Jane was like, women need to look out for the signs. Well, that might be a sign. I don't know, because don't they usually want to hit it and stick it? Or what is it, lick it and stick it? I don't know. You know, it's just, and that is true. What Jane, you know, the fact that Jane was disgusted about the sexual acts or whatever, you know, that doesn't have anything to do with me. Those are her opinions and her views. But what Jane was saying about women needing to be more aware of what's going on, absolutely. And especially younger women. A lot of y'all are dating gay men. I've said it before too, you know, and it's nothing against the gay man. Be gay, but this is for the straight woman who thinks she's dating a straight man. Because I told y'all, my homie, that nigga that I had to call the police on, a lot of dudes be gay for pay. When they're on drugs and shit, you got to watch them. Your man broke, ain't got no money, but he hanging out and shit, and he doing all kind of shit, and his boy always got his broke ass. Yeah, they do strange things for change too. So that part was true, absolutely. But I do feel bad. I just feel like, you know, I really want to know more about her. Like, what the fuck? Who was your peoples? Why nobody said nothing? Like, why was you just so okay with this? And then when she posted the picture, that let me know that she definitely didn't understand that the act of just opening that door was so wrong on her part. You don't live there. You wasn't like, it wasn't like you was his girlfriend and you walked in on him. You know what I'm saying? This is your apartment too. None of that. You and him date regularly. This is your man. No, you left your phone there. Like, I don't know, Jane, you gotta wait in the car or something like that. But ladies, you can't just do that. You know, because think about it. That's what she saw, but it could have been anything that got her murdered. They could have been in there cutting heroin. They could have been planning a murder. They could have been in there torturing some damn body. You could have walked in on anything that you didn't need to see because it wasn't none of your business. You weren't invited. That could have got you killed. There could have been many things that you saw at that moment that could have got you killed. And the fact also that she didn't know who the other dude was. You don't know what connections he had. So he could have been like, oh, hell no, this shit can't get out or whatever. But whatever it was a quick progression. I mean, it happened, boom, 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 boom. And it's all documented. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. I pray for Jane's family. It is so sad. Her birthday was coming up. They said that she has this big annual party every year. Jane will be missed. Hopefully they still have her party. You know, celebrate Jane's life because Jane was about it, okay? Rest in peace, Jane. And for us, just make better decisions and mind your damn business. Have a good night.